Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण
प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, धन्यवाद।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Are prayers over? Are prayers over? Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Prabhuji, I'll give a small introduction of yours, then.
Sure.
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, Hare Krishna. सभी भक्तों का स्वागत है in today's JSSS meeting. I would like to welcome everyone. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So I would like to give a small brief introduction of Krishna Prabhuji here. Krishna Prabhuji, he was born in Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, and his grandfather was also a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And then Prabhuji graduated in engineering, and he did MBA, and he worked for some time in one MNC for 3-4 years. Then after that, Prabhuji got in touch with Krishna consciousness, and Prabhu was serving in Mayapur. And Krishna Prabhuji, he took initiation from Guru Maharaj in 1989, and then Prabhuji started serving in Hill Temple, I think, and then I think before that, Prabhuji was serving in. Okay, as a 1992, Prabhuji joined in as a brahmachari actually in Iskcon Mayapur. Then Prabhuji was sent to Bangalore to serve in Iskcon Hill Temple. There he played actually very major role to develop that temple. Then Prabhuji served in Iskcon Kolkata as vice president for some time. And after that, Prabhuji worked for MNC. And then Prabhuji came to Iskcon Bangalore to serve in Iskcon Seshatripuram. And then Prabhuji in 2011, he came to Iskcon SNGM temple, Iskcon HPL Lord. There Prabhuji built a here temple. He played a major role here and developing ashram here. And since then, since 2011, Prabhuji has been serving here in this temple as a president. And at the same time, Prabhuji served in Iskcon Raichur also as a president for many years. And then I think some for 3-4 years back, Prabhuji joined as co-president of Iskcon Hyderabad also. So we can see since I think more than almost 3 decades, 3-4 decades, Prabhuji has been serving here in Iskcon very nicely. And we see that Prabhuji's mood is to serve Guru Maharaj very nicely. That's what his thought is. Always that's what he's thinking about. That how we can fulfill the instruction of Guru Maharaj here in Bangalore. Especially Prabhuji so much emphasizes on this one point which Guru Maharaj makes whenever he comes to Bangalore, that we should make Bangalore as first Krishna conscious city of the whole world. So this Prabhuji always emphasizes. So with this, I would like to hand over to Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Omajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauramani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyamadi Pasyatya Deshan. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gauravatunda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gauravatunda. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshna Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namade Namacharya Padaya Nitai Krupa Pradayane Gaurakata Damadaya Nagaravatari Mukam Karoti Machalam Pangum Langayate Gidim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavu Shri Chaitanyeshwar Shri Guru Paramananda Premananda Prajapradam Rajananda Pradhananda Sevayam Mam Niyojaya. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for inviting me today. Today is Pandava Nirjala Ekadashi. Those of you who can observe Nirjala fast can do that. Otherwise, if you cannot observe for any reason, you have any bodily problems such as acidity or something, or whatever, and you're recovering from illness, Nirjala is not compulsory or mandatory. It's okay. You can take some prasad, fruits or juice or water or something. But definitely spend this day in chanting more, remembering Guru and Krishna more. And today is a very nice day to make a sankalpa, that make a prayer, make a sankalpa, make a wish that may I also become more dedicated in the service of my Guru. Exactly like my Guru is very, very dedicated in the service of his Guru. And see, this dedication is one of the most important quality: dedication, sincerity, and some kind of an obsessive focus. This is one place where we can use the word becoming obsessively focused on the instructions of one's Guru. We can learn this from Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is always, he recently remarked that, yes, I know my body doesn't allow me so much freedom. I am confined to a wheelchair. I have so many other problems concurrently happening. Health sometimes cooperates, sometimes doesn't. It's not like before I used to travel so much. But Guru Maharaj said recently that, nevertheless, is English okay for everyone? Because Lava spoke a little while Hindi also. Is English okay? Can do a raise of hands or just make a comment on the chat.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರಾ?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಸರಿ,
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹರೇ
ಸೊ Guru Maharaj mentioned or in though I am confined to a wheelchair, but because I am following my Guru's instruction, trying to preach, Guru ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ಅವರ ಆದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Actually, I am blissful. It's such a Actually, I am blissful. I am happy. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ normally what happens is, I remember first time when we saw Guru Maharaj after he had a stroke in 2008, October 23rd stroke. After that, I think sometime in January or February of 2009, that is immediately within 6 months after he had a stroke, or maybe about 7-8 months after he had a stroke. I don't recollect the exact month and date. Guru Maharaj came to Bangalore, and until then we had seen Guru Maharaj. Now ಕನಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ Guru Maharaj ಬೇರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ Guru Maharaj ಬೇರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ what is this? ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ Guru Maharaj was confined to a wheelchair ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಗ ನಾನು ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ್ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ್ ಮಂದಿರ್, ಇವಾಗ ISJM ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಶೇಷಾದ್ರಿಪುರಂ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ, ವಿ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಡ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ he was coming after his stroke. And because that Jagannath Mandir is so small, we were desperately hunting ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, then we found one big Kalyan Mandap somewhere in Rajendra Nagar. He was willing to give it to us free for a big program. ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. It was a massive Kalyan Mandap. ಆ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಮಂಟಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 2,000-3,000 ಭಕ್ತಾದಿಗಳು ಬಂದು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. 2,000-3,000. Guru Maharaj came, he was taken on the wheelchair onto the dais. People were chanting Jai Gurudeva, Jai Prabhupada. ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೃದಯ ಆಳದಿಂದ ಕೀರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it appeared as if the windows and the doors will fly out. ಅಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೀರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. They were singing so much from their heart that it appeared as if the walls and the windows will break and fly out. So much feeling, and they were singing. And Guru Maharaj went to the dais, and I was there, and Guru Maharaj was speaking, and there was this lady, Shiromani Mataji, who was repeating, because she was there with Guru Maharaj from the time he recovered consciousness. ಅವ್ರ ಕೋಮಾಯಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದಾಗ್ಲಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದು, then slowly Guru Maharaj ಒಂದ್ 3-4 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರು. Maybe one of his first visit after 2009 he went to January, he went to Pune. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಪರ್ಯಟನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ he came to Bangalore.
29th March.
I was on the diet. Pardon me?
29th March ಬಂದ್ರು.
29th March of 2009. Oh, good. You remember the date. Very nice. So when he was speaking, his voice was so low, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥನೂ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. But ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ by the blessings of Prabhupada, ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು, ನಾನು ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿಲ್ದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ, when I was down and when I was in coma, I had requested Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj said this, ನನಗೊಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಈ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. I will try once more to serve you and try and fulfill your instructions. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಆಸೆಗಳು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು so much desire and you had, my dear Prabhupada, and you gave me so many instructions to spread this Krishna consciousness movement, limitlessly, to build TOVP, to do this, to do that. ಇಷ್ಟೋ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಪಾಯ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್. He had a threat to his life 2 times. One was in Spain few years back. Somebody tried to cut his neck. At that time also, Guru Maharaj, by the blessings of Prabhupada, he escaped at that time also. ಈ ಸತಿ Guru Maharaj ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದನ ಕೋರ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಿ ನನಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ, if it has your blessings and permission, if I can stay in this body some more time, I will try even more. ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಆದೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. To try and fulfill the instructions that you've given me, I will try even more. And then he said, Prabhupada has answered my prayers and has given me one more chance. Anta helidru. Actually, when he said that, he also said, but you see my condition today, how I am. How can I fulfill any instruction of Prabhupada unless all of you cooperate with me? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನನಗೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಆದೇಶವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪೂರೈಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ I will be able to do. Will you all cooperate with me? Will you all help me ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. Actually, that was one of the most, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, shattering moment for a disciple. ಒಬ್ಬ ಭಕ್ತ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಗುರುಗಳು ಈ ತರ ಕೇಳೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ helplessly requesting the assistance and help of a disciples to help him in his service to his guru. So when a disciple hears something like this, it's an actually it's a shattering thing. Andre idakkinta more painful, there is nothing for a disciple than anything like this. When a guru is requesting, my guru has ordered me to do all this. Today I am in such a helpless condition. Will you kindly help me? Anta kelkondru. If you help me only, I will be able to do something. So Prabhupada has sanctioned my prayer. He has given me some more time to live in this body. I don't know how long I'll be able to carry on. Anta ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಅದೇ ಮೂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Prabhupada has ordered me, Prabhupada has told me, Prabhupada has asked me to do, and today I am not in a very strong position. Will you kindly help me? Prabhupada ಆದೇಶ ಇವರ ಜೀವನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, for him to get another life, it was simply Prabhupada granted. And he says that the extension of my life is only because of Prabhupada's blessings. Only because of Prabhupada's blessing. Only Prabhupada said, all right, you spend some more time, you try. So a guru, actually Guru Maharaj nammannella, it's not that he wants to impress all of us and he's speaking like that. ನಮ್ಮ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Guru Maharaj is genuinely like that. He's always like that. ಅವರು ದಿನ ಬೆಳಗಾದ್ರೆ from the time he wakes up till the time he goes back to sleep, again he is praying. One bari I was there with him in the morning, one morning, ಸುಮಾರು 7:30 ಗಂಟೆ 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ. that day he was tired because the previous day, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ದಿನ ಬಹಳ ಹೆಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. It was too hectic. There were meetings, there were travel. He had come to Tirupati and he was traveling. He was very tired. This was the time when in GBC, Tirupati nalli GBC meetings ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. So ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಹೋದೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ. He had a the 10 o'clock GBC meeting was supposed to start. 9 o'clock he had a subcommittee meeting in his room. Andre 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ he was supposed to have a meeting in his room with two other senior devotees, Harish Auri Prabhu ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು. 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 8:15 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 8:15 by 8:15 I was in Gurman. Just like that I went to have his darshan. He was trying to wake up. Servants ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗುರುಮಹಾರಾಜು, ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಲಗಿದ್ರು, ನಿನ್ನೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, he is not even able to open his eyes and wake up, but there's a meeting at 9 o'clock. He has to attend that meeting. ಅವರೇ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That meeting is going to happen in this room here. It's 8:30 now. He has not even woken up. ಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಾಡಿನ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು, he has to relax his body, then get ready, and then he has to be helped to take a bath and change his clothes and put tilak and take his medicines and then get ready. Normally it takes minimum 1 to 1.5 hours for him to get ready and be ready for a meeting. Adre that day 8:30 he had not yet woken up. Nanu hode, I paid obeisances, touched his lotus feet, I held his hand, ಕೈ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ತಾವು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. How are you, Guru Maharaj? I understand that you're not, I mean, you're feeling weak ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ನನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಕೈ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು how are you ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ತೊಂದರೆನೂ ಏನು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. You're so wonderful. You're so magnificent. You're such an amazing acharya. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಪಡೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತೊಂದರೆನೂ ಅನ್ಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Somehow you take care, Guru Maharaj. You block, ನೀವು like a Himalayan mountain ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. Nothing comes to us. Everything you block. And today we are able to do service because we have taken your ashraya. ಅಂತ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿಜಾನ ಇದು. Guru Maharaj is like that. He's like a Govardhan Parvat when Indra is sending rain. Guru Maharaj protects the devotees. ನೀವು ನಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. We are okay, Guru Maharaj. We are trying our best to serve you and help you. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, Guru Maharaj, how are you doing, Guru Maharaj? ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಆಗ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. He didn't speak anything. Then he held my hand and he told me, see, today is only the second day of the GBC meetings. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು 10 ದಿನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ GBC ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ಗಳು. ಇದು 2ನೇ ದಿನಾನೇ. ಆಗ ಅವ್ರ ಶರೀರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, I am completely washed out. It's just the second day I'm washed out. ಅಂದ್ರೆ washed out ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆ, those who speak English will understand. Guruman said, like it's like a battery completely drained off. Guruman said, this body is washed out. It's just the second day. Look at me. I'm not able to cope up with this ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡು ನನ್ನ ಶರೀರ, ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಸೆ ಇದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, how much desire, determination, how much I'm trying, but this body is not cooperating. It's washed out, it drains off ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Actually, these things are very painful to hear when Guru Maharaj speaks like that. But Adre, Krishna is teaching us. I have a meeting in half an hour. I'm not even able to think that ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Andre, Guru Maharaj is trying to show us what is the meaning of dedication, what is the meaning of. I just could not bear to hear my Guru Maharaj speak like this. Silently, tale taggiskondu aache hortbitte. I thought Guru Maharaj should not see tears in my eyes. It is not good. Ata aache bandbitte nanu. I could not. I was looking at him. He was thinking. Guru Maharaj was thinking, I have a meeting in half an hour, but I'm so helpless. I'm trying, my dear Krishna, my dear Prabhupada. I'm really trying, but this body of mine, sometimes it cooperates, sometimes it does not cooperate. What shall I do? ಆಮೇಲೆ After over 10-15 minutes, I went back inside into his room. That time he was sitting in the chair and he had already finished his bath within 10-15 minutes. I gave him a bath, they were dressing him up and Tilak kodta idru. Guru Maharaj was hardly speaking. Our Tilak hagta idda hage. That time it was very difficult for Guru Maharaj. Poor Guru Maharaj. Namagoskara tyaga marta idare. How much he is sacrificing, how much pain he is taking in that body for your sake and my sake. So they were putting tilak on his face, and as they were putting tilak, Guru Maharaj was just tale itara. He was going down and he helplessly falling asleep. Then, just to wake up Guru Maharaj, they said, Guru Maharaj, Varada Krishna has come. So Guru Maharaj sudden agi, matte echarke agi, nan mel nodi. Then I went behind his back and I was gently massaging his back. And Guru Maharaj tilak haki, ella ready madi. Then they made him ready for the meeting. So ಸುಮಾರು 8:55 at around 8:55, Guru Maharaj has to take some fruit at least, and because after taking fruit he has to take some medicines. So 8:55 they had, at last he was ready for taking some fruit. And his servants were saying, this Harish, this Prabhu, and I don't want to mention his name, with whom he was having a meeting, Guru Maharaj servants ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, he will come right on dot. 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಾಗಿಲು ತಡ್ತಾರೆ. He will knock the door at 9. Hurry up ಅಂತ. Guru Maharaj, they were trying to feed him. Guru Maharaj could take only 2 spoons of fruits. I was inside at that time. And as they were like this, there was a knock on the door. ಬಾಗಿಲು ತಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಬಾಗಿಲು ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ, that 2 devotees with whom he was supposed to have a meeting, they walked inside. They greeted Guru Maharaj and they said, oh, you're not ready yet. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವಿನ್ನೂ ತಯಾರಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. They were looking at that 2 devotees. They were looking at Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, in front of him, there's a plate. There's fruits. He's supposed to take fruits. After that, he has to take his medicine. And then only he should take the meeting. Guru Maharaj, ಅವ್ರಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, no, I'm okay, I'm ready ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, he pushed the plate away. He pushed it away, pushed the plate, indicating that he's not going to eat anymore. He wants to attend the meeting at 9 o'clock. No, I'm okay, we can start ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಡಗೈ, because his left hand is stronger than right hand. He pushed the plate away. And then Guru Maharaj, actually, and then they said, no, it's okay, you can finish, we'll come back later. And then Guru Maharaj said, no, it's all right, we can start. And he pushed the plate away. Actually, yeah, I don't know how to explain this. Is it because he loves Prabhupada so much? Is it because he's dedicated? He's so sincere. He's so focused. Is it because he's like that? He's an acharya. He's an amazing, sincere person, that he's able to tolerate that body, live in that body, tolerate that body, tolerate the pain of living in that body, and still carry on. Embarrassment, pain, difficulties, and still carry on serving Prabhupada. I don't know in what way we should glorify and appreciate this person. How we can glorify, how we cannot glorify somebody like this when we have somebody like this in front of our eyes. Actually, the biggest novella Prabhupada Hyderabad, but from Kakinada, I went to Hyderabad, took Diksha, came back to Kakinada. We were in Kakinada. Suddenly we saw my grandfather had changed completely before going and coming. He had shaved up, he had a shika, He used to have a mustache that's all shaved up. He was wearing tilak and he was carrying beads with him. He brought home a picture of Prabhupada. He was holding Prabhupada's picture like this to his chest. He came. The whole altar was redone. Prominent place for Radha Krishna of Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Prabhupada picture, Guru Parampara picture, light. Everything was redone. And from that day, he taught us that we have to offer Naivedya Maladu Hege. Onion garlics were thrown out of the kitchen. Everything. And he met Prabhupada just by chance. So we never had the whatever to meet Prabhupada, but we are fortunate to see someone like His Holiness Param Pujya Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. If Prabhupada is one of the greatest acharyas, greatest guru, greatest, most empowered acharya, we can say Jayapataka Swami is one of the greatest disciples, one of the most dedicated, sincere. He's given his life every moment, disciple. So we can learn. Actually, we can learn so much about how to be a disciple from Guru Maharaj. Though he is a guru, you can learn how to be a disciple from Guru Maharaj. Nowadays also we read. While dialysis is going on, he is answering mail. He is attending meetings. He is meeting devotees. After that, his body becomes so tired that he takes rest for some time. He gets up from his taking rest and he's back. Again, he's doing something. As long as he's awake, as long as body gives him opportunity, he's always doing something, some meeting or other, something he's attending. And recently he sent such a sweet message. He said, sometimes people ask me, what am I doing in front of the deities? So much time I spend in. So he says, I'm praying for all of you. That's why he said, he's like the mountain. He's like the great wall of China Tara. It's just stopping completely ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಕ್ಲೇಶಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ವಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಚೈನಾ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ all these kleshas and difficulties from reaching us so that we can peacefully perform devotional service. And he makes a prayer to Krishna. Avaru akasmatagi, if by chance they've done something mistake, doesn't matter, Krishna, please forgive them. And if you think they cannot be forgiven, then you transfer that karma to me, Krishna. Let them carry on. Which person will make a prayer like that for all of us? Which person has the heart to take pain after pain after pain after pain so that you have a smile on your face and carry on with bhakti? Actually, we are a bunch of ungrateful people. I mean, at least I can say for myself, we should think millions of times. People say, you always talk about Guru Maharaj. I tell them, what else am I supposed to talk about? What else am I supposed to do? What else are all of us supposed to do other than becoming dedicated to the mission of Guru Maharaj? What am I supposed to do? Sometimes I look at young devotees who are so much, they use the word comfort zone. Andre nanige ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಬಾರದು, ನಾನು ಏನು ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, no discomfort, everything should happen peacefully. So whatever, if there is some time after my life, my personal life, my job, my this, my that, everything is over, if some time is remaining, then let me see if I can do some service for Krishna. So many of us are caught and trapped in that mood, completely trapped. We are just part-time, spare-time devotees. We should all ask ourselves this question: can I do more for this personality called His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj? Is this the maximum I can do? That's all. Can't I do more for my Guru? Please understand one thing. You may not like me for saying this. ನಿಮಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೋಪ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. I will tell you, don't ever think that your chanting of 16 rounds eating prasadam, cooking prasadam for yourself, and reading books for yourself is devotional service to your guru. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? This is your personal sadhana. Please understand this carefully. That is not devotional service. That is your personal sadhana. What you do after your sadhana is over for your guru's mission, that is real devotional service. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shama Sevini, can you explain what I just said? Shama Sevini Suchitra. What did I say?
See, if we do our personal sadhana, it is not a devotional service. If we do more than that for fulfilling the mission of Guru Maharaj, that is devotional service.
That is real devotional service. This is called sadhana bhakti, but that is called devotional service. Please don't mistake your performance of your sadhana. You come to the temple, you go attend Mangalarti, you do this, cook, take only prasadam, chant, read. That's fine. That is required. I'm not saying no. That is definitely required. That pleases Guru, Krishna, Guru Parampara, Prabhupada. But real devotional service is after you complete your sadhana. The rest of the time, rest of the energy, rest of your money, rest of everything, what are you using it for? All of us have to ask ourselves this question. After seeing Guru Maharaj, how can we not ask that question to ourselves? What is it? What more? Guru Maharaj is always thinking, what more can I do for Prabhupada? But this is a trap of Maya. Sometimes we become very, very comfort oriented and we become, that's it. I'm chanting well, I don't eat, I cook, I don't touch boga, I don't touch even a biscuit outside. I don't even take water. That's all nice, wonderful. But real devotional service is what you do afterwards for your Guru's mission. Are you preaching? Are you doing something for the temple other than your daily sadhana? Are you coming, cleaning the temple, helping the mission? Are you preaching, at least on weekends? Are you doing something more than your sadhana? Are you distributing prasadam? Are you at least helping in the temple program, festivals, cooking, anything? And is the service that you're doing increasing? You have to ask yourself this question. If you're in standard 1, and by the time you retire also you're in first standard, what will we say? You are supposed to go from first standard to second to third to fourth. Finally, maybe you become a teacher or something. So this is a question we have to ask ourselves. What is my contribution? My Guru's mission. So there is this, sometimes we become like that, but for such people, I say just study your life of your Guru more closely. Okay, at least weekend, at least part-time, you serve in the temple, you help in festival management, you help in this, you help in DT department, you help in online preaching, you help in doing this, you help in children's program. Something or the other, get involved where you're contributing to book distribution, go on prasadam distribution, help to keep the temple clean, preach to your colleagues, distribute prasadam in the office or something or the other. See, we are supposed to be a missionary movement. Missionary means first we try to do all these preaching and this and that, and then only we look at ourselves. Missionaries andre they are always prayatna padta irtare. Innu madboda anta. Innu yen madbodu navu anta. Prayatna padta irtare. So this is the mood of a disciple. And Guru Maharaj is the most perfect example of a disciple. Most perfect. There was one time when after Prabhupada passed away, so many devotees, disciples of Prabhupada, they started taking instructions from Gaudiya Math senior sannyasis, Atharalaitu. But Guru Maharaj is one person who said that Prabhupada has given everything that we need in his books and in his writings and in the writings of Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, others. It is there. There is no need to go outside Iskcon and take shiksha, learn or something. There's no need. So Guru Maharaj was very, very firm in that. One time I remember I attended a bureau meeting as an invitee because I had a major concern. Those were the days when new books were being published by disciples of Prabhupada and grand disciples of Prabhupada. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. I remember it was sometime in the year 2005 or 6 or something like that. So I had a major concern. So I wrote to the bureau. The bureau said, why don't you come? We'll participate in this subject. You present this. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So I went to Bombay. I attended the bureau meeting. Bureau meeting ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳಿವೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳಿವೆ. There are books written by Prabhupada and books written by disciples and grand disciples. Then I mentioned that sometimes disciples of Prabhupada, their disciples, ಅಂದ್ರೆ Prabhupada ಶಿಷ್ಯರು, ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. They promote these books. And sometimes these books are kept separately and book table is kept. Then I also said, even the nature of books, some books were being written about Puri Jagannath, about Radharani, about this and that. They had beautiful covers, very, very beautiful covers. Very beautiful covers, very nicely printed, beautiful color pictures, wonderful printing quality, like an international bestseller, very, very beautifully printed. Nanu kelde a meeting nalli. Then me and others, we spoke and I said, we are not, so what is the importance we are giving to Prabhupada's books? In one hand, I had a book written by Prabhupada's disciple, how beautiful it is. And on the other hand, I had a book written by Prabhupada with simple cover, nice, very poor illustration, very poor print quality, BBT. I said, you tell me, what message are we sending? Are we sending the message that Prabhupada's books are the most important books for us, or these books are more important? By looking at the quality of the books and the printing. So there was a lot of discussion, then they formed a subcommittee, and they instructed BBT that these books of Prabhupada should look even more beautiful, very attractive, nicely done. From that time onwards, the standard of BBT publication has changed tremendously. Idella discussion admele, I went to Guru Maharaj's room. This is after, maybe it was after 2008 stroke. I went to Guru Maharaj's room. So I went and I paid obeisances to Guru Maharaj. Was there in that discussion. He heard my discussions. I showed one book written by one guru and a book written by Prabhupada, and how there is such a big difference in the quality of printing and the cover and the illustration. Then they made a committee and they said BBT standard should be the best and the highest in the world. And I went to Guru Maharaj's room. Guru Maharaj looked at me and said, hey, Kardru Nanna. I offered my obeisances and he said, Guru Maharaj said, today in the meeting, you brought up this topic. I thank you for bringing this up. It's so important that Prabhupada's books are not only worshipped, but they should also look very beautiful and they should be presented like that also. Thank you for bringing up this topic. I was so surprised that Guru Maharaj had observed. Thank you for doing this seva to my Guru. He said, you have served my Guru by bringing up this topic. Thank you for doing this. So he's a person who's always thinking in what other wonderful way we can promote Prabhupada. How we can get the shelter of Prabhupada to all mankind, all humanity. Everybody in this universe can come under the shelter of Prabhupada and be saved. That is his motive. That is his goal. So today on Pandava Nirjala Ekadashi, I'm so grateful to you that all of you are giving me a chance to talk about Guru Maharaj and his dedication. I want to stop here, maybe the next 10-12 minutes, because I also wanted that there should be some discussion. I'll throw it open and I'll see. Lover can regulate. Anybody has any questions? Can be like a question and answer format. Thank you very much. I hope you have, if your love for Guru Maharaj, dedication, admiration, respect, your sincerity increased. It is not because of the way I am speaking or not because of me, it is because of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is like the sun. Nobody can hide his glories. You can't hide the sun in your pocket. He is like that. Nobody can hide or minimize the role and glories of Guru Maharaj. It's not. Surya nam jebnalli ಔಷಿಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಾಂತಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತರ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್. ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಇರೋದೇ ಹಾಗೆ. He is like that. He is like the sun. His name will be permanently, eternally linked with Prabhupada's name. As long as the history of Iskcon is studied, there will be Prabhupada chapter, many chapters about Prabhupada, and there will be some chapters about the disciples of Prabhupada. And among the disciples of Prabhupada, among the most prominent disciples, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj's name will shine like the pole star, like the Dhruva Tara, like the moon. May not be the sun, like the moon, like the gentle rays of the moon. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, anybody has any comment or question? Just raise your hand, Lava will call out. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Nobody has any question. What is this?
Yeah, Prashantatma Prabhuji is having one question. Please go ahead, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanvat Pranam, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for very enthusiastic realization for dedication towards Guru Maharaj. So I have I thought sometimes how Guru Maharaj is dedicated to Prabhupada, and how you are very much dedicated to Guru Maharaj, how your all eternal relationship are very strong, and for that it is giving you very potency to serve Guru Maharaj. So how can we get that kind of potency, that kind of relationship towards Guru Maharaj? How can we develop that kind of relationship? So it should be automatically, I can dedicate my life to serve Guru Maharaj. Otherwise, I just feel, there is no, when I thought, listen something about you like Guru Maharaj, and yes, when Guru Maharaj speaking about Prabhupada, I feel there is a very strong relationship in between Guru and Sisya. So how can that kind of relationship I built to my Guru Maharaj?
Okay, thank you, Prashantatma. Hare Krishna. Thank you for asking this question. See, even if we hear the glories of Guru Maharaj regularly, Guru Maharaj ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, even the person who has a heart like a stone, like a rock, his heart also will melt. Even his heart will melt if you hear about the sacrifices of Guru Maharaj, how he is struggling, how he is trying, how he is praying, how actually Guru Maharaj works every day like that until the time when his batteries are completely drained off, when he cannot stay awake. Or malagta, he hears Chaitanya Charitamrita or Srimad Bhagavatam, he hears. And sometimes Jai Radha Krishna is my very, very good friend. He's the devotee who reads for Guru Maharaj every night in Sridham Mayapur. Sometimes Chaitanya Charitamrita, sometimes Srimad Bhagavatam. Sometimes he stops reading thinking that, okay, Guru Maharaj has fallen asleep. And Guru Maharaj will hit the bed with his left hand saying, no, please continue. I'm still listening. So even as he's sleeping, he wants to hear the golden voice of his Guru, golden words of his Guru, even as he is sleeping. I can tell you one thing. It is not possible. It is not possible at all to be more sincere, more dedicated, more honest, more sacrificing than Guru Maharaj is. And Guru Maharaj takes so much inconvenience for your sake and my sake. We should actually feel ashamed that we are doing nothing for our Guru except taking care of our own sadhana. That's all. Very little we are doing. I mean, please don't mistake me. Many of you are doing wonderful services. I know that. But actually, compared to what we can do, compared to what we should be doing, so much more gap is there. I mean, this is true for me also. I can also probably do much, much more for my Guru. So we have to keep hearing about Guru. We should hear from the Guru, hear about the Guru also. ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತಿನೂ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಕಲ್ತರ ಹೃದಯ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕಲ್ತರ ಹೃದಯ ಕರಗುತ್ತೆ. Then we will want to serve. ಈ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ಗೆ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಆಸೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಸೆ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Because thinking about the glories of a Vaishnava is the most powerful subject your mind can think about. There's nothing better than this. And the worst thing is thinking ill about a Vaishnava. Offending a Vaishnava or thinking ill. Vaishnava ke bare mein kabhi bura sochna, that's the worst thought. But glorifying a Vaishnava, glorify Guna, Vaishnava, Acharya, Guru, Vaishnavon ka गुणगान करना, यही सोचना और प्रसन्नता से करना. That's the best thing in the mind will change, your heart will change, your life will change, your karma will change, your bhakti will change, everything will change. You will also understand that Guru's mission is more important than my inconvenience. Guru's mission, Guru ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತು, ಗುರು ಹೇಳಿದಂತ ಆದೇಶ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಆದೇಶ, ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ, ನನ್ನ ಅನುಕೂಲತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. We should see what will please Guru, not ourselves. Automatically such thoughts will come if you hear the glorification of your Guru, hear the qualities of your Guru, hear from him, hear about him, speak about him, glorify him. Your heart will, this is completely, it will change your heart. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prashant Atma. Nice question.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dhanavad.
Hare Krishna. Anil Prabhu, you can ask your question.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜಯಪತಾಕ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ದರ್ಶನ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಅದು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದರ್ಶನ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಓದಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಕಲಿಯಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅದೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಬಹಳ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಯಾರೂ ಸಹ ಇಷ್ಟು ಹತ್ತಿರದಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನೀವು ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ವೇನೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಭಾಸ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಜಾರಿ ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರಿತ್ವಿಕಿಸಮ್ ಇಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಡೀತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ರೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಸಹ ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತರನ್ನು ಸಹ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಂಥ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ ಇವಾಗ ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತೂ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೆಯಾ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ?
Thank you very much, Anil. You have asked a very, 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 very relevant question. Actually, I want to ask all the leaders who have assembled here. This is there in my mind for some time that we should all spend 1 hour or 1.5 hours later on next week or sometime simply discussing about this one topic, that another Ritvikism subject bage. I'll ask Lava to coordinate, ask all the leaders. I think some leaders are here. Padaravinda Prabhu is there, Subandhu is there. I don't know who other leaders are there today. Mukhandra iddare, Apurva is there. So many other leaders he is there. Vijahari Prabhu is there. So we can ask questions and discuss and be sad. And we can be peaceful. Unnecessarily, Madhu Pandit and his team are making propaganda about Ritvikism. Nanige, I will say only one thing about Ritvikism. I feel sad for them. Nanige avar mele karune ide. I feel very sad, very compassionate towards them. What a treasure they're missing in their life by offending Guru Maharaj, by criticizing Guru Maharaj and other Vaishnavas also, by criticizing those who are gurus, making fun of them, criticizing them, and saying that all these people are cheating you. Anteella heltare. Nanige bala karune ansutte ashte. What can you ever meet another person like this in your whole life? Even if you live for billions of years, I'm guaranteeing you, you cannot find somebody very much more glorious than Guru Maharaj. He's standing there, he's sitting there, he's talking to you, he's serving Prabhupada. He's a picture of dedication and sacrifice, and you're rejecting him. How unfortunate is your situation, and how blessed our situation is. How properly situated we are. I feel very, very sad and disturbed for them. But philosophy no artha madkobeku. This may not be the right time to discuss that. I will request the leaders and I will call somebody or some other senior. Subandhu is there. Subandhu should discuss with leaders and schedule some specific meet in the next, where all possible questions about Ritvikism can be asked and we can be happy. We can be peaceful that we are on the right path. Prabhupada actually wanted gurus. There is not even the slightest doubt about it, that Prabhupada wanted gurus. So we can understand that, we can pray for them. Kannedirgade nintidare, but asuye, because they are envious and maybe jealous and they've associated with somebody who's very envious and very duplicitous, they cannot see the glories of Guru Maharaj. They're not able to see. But for us, because somehow by the mercy of Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, Lord Chaitanya, our dearest, most beloved Giridhari, we are able to see what an extraordinary personality Guru Maharaj is. I'm telling you, in the history of Iskcon that will be written, Ega Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Pragya Varadaga Dvaitacharya Srivas Thakura Ramananda Raya Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya all the others, they will also find a mention. Adetara, when history of Iskcon is written, one of the most prominent name that will shine like gold is the name of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. How can you say I'm an Iskcon person, Prabhupada follower, but not look at the glories of the second generation, first generation of disciples? This is their misfortune, or duradrushta, our durbhagya, duradrushta. And everybody could understand the glories of Krishna except the Kauravas. Vidura, Bhishma, Drona, Krupa. To some extent, Karna also. But the Kauravas could not understand. They just could not understand. Because they were envious of the devotees of Krishna, the Pandavas. Pandavar mele dvesha ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮಹಿಮೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಸೂಯ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ನ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಗುರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. They just not able to recognize. Very, very sad and unfortunate. Good question. Thank you. Any other question? Subandhu, think about it. Maybe we can schedule something. You can talk to the other leaders. Arvind was there. Arvind Prabhu, are you there? Do you think we can meet separately and spend an hour discussing answers to all these things? What do you think? Are you there, Arvind? Yes.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I think it's a very good idea. We can call many of the senior leaders within
Harikshetra and others also I can call. Narahari.
Yeah.
Manipul Prabhu. So maybe we should schedule it. Think about it when to schedule it. Kulapriya, you think it's a good idea?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right, thank you. Yeah, any other question? Then we'll take one or two more questions and then we'll stop.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಭು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಪ್ರಭು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಭು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಭು
ನೀವು ಮುರಾರಿ ಮಾಧವ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ
ಹಾ ಪ್ರಭು
ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಭಾಷೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರದೇ ಇರೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ ಕರಿಷ್ಮಾ ಸಾಹು ಅಗರ್ವಾಲ್ ಅರ್ಚಿತ್ ಅಗರ್ವಾಲ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ನೋ ಕನ್ನಡ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಯು ಇವತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸಮಯದ ಅನುಕೂಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಮುರಾರಿ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಮುರಾರಿ ಮಾಧವ್
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ದಂಡೋತ್ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ
ಒಂದು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ
ಈ ತರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ನೈದರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ದೇ ರಿಯಲಿ ಶಿಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಯಾ
ಅನುವಾದವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ರೋಮಪದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಬಂದಾಗ ಆ ತರದೊಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸರ್ತಿ ಆ ತರನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು
ಆತರ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ
ಹೇಳೋ ತರದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು
ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಗೆ
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
Hare Krishna. So Sondu Prabhuji is having some question. Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Pranam. Very nice realizations and the points that you shared about Guru Maharaj. Prabhu, one question which is regularly comes in front of us. When somebody accepts a guru, then of course we have learned this in IDC courses also. We should look for the personal association of guru, so that guru can personally tend you, guide you, and make you into a nice devotee. This is the purpose of initiation, and then we go ahead like that. So the setup that we have here, Guru Maharaj having many disciples and many devotees, they may not have seen Guru Maharaj also, apart from their Diksha time personally. How they feel, how they will feel the connect with Guru Maharaj, and how Guru Maharaj's care will reach to those disciples who may not have direct access to Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, see, good question. See, you must understand that even Prabhupada had thousands and thousands of disciples. So it was not possible that everybody interacted personally always with Prabhupada. Prabhupada spent time with leaders. He spent a lot of time guiding them, training them, correcting them, inspiring them, instructing them, etc. So Guru Maharaj also is like that. So he trains, instructs, guides leaders, because leaders are representing Prabhupada. So same way leaders are, some senior devotees are representing Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj just certainly spends time with leaders who are taking care of devotees in different yatras. But Guru Maharaj also likes to personally interact. Guru Maharaj has an e-care portal, JPS e-care. Previously, Radhapriya used to take care of that. Now she has, after Jugal Kishore has come into our life, she has retired from that. But Guru Maharaj has about 15 to 20 people, and people from all over the world write to him. Disciples, Shiksha disciples, they write to even now, even today. There's one more devotee, Swapan Krishna Prabhu, who's taking care of it. They write and Guru Maharaj replies. The secretary takes some time, some personal questions are asked. Guru Maharaj replies. Guru Maharaj says, send me video reports. Guru Maharaj watches them. Recently, Hyderabad Vaishnavi's forum sent a video report Of course, it took 2 months, but after 2 months, he got back. They got a reply saying, I was so happy to see all of you. Such nice activities. Because when he's having dialysis, when he's having lunch or something, sensitive questions about marriage, about this, about problems in marriage, problems with children, problems here, that, different things, personal life problems, regulative principles problems. Some habit is there, this is there, I'm not able to overcome some habits. How do I take care? Guru Maharaj actually replies. Guru Maharaj loves each one of his disciples. He likes, he loves. And in a Guru Parampara system, the Guru's senior disciples help the Guru in taking care of his disciples. Help. Like there's a senior doctor who comes and goes. He has a panel of doctors who help him. He cannot do everything all the time. He takes help from his colleagues. They help him. In the same manner, Guru Maharaj's servants help Guru Maharaj's leaders under Guru Maharaj. Like Guru Maharaj has so many sannyas disciples. He has told all of them, you should take care of my disciples. We spend time with them, and Guru Maharaj likes it when all devotees gather together and do JSSS like this. Hear about Guru Maharaj, talk about Guru Maharaj. Develop, see that we are all very closely connected. We feel connected to Guru Maharaj. Actually, Vani Seva is much more powerful. Vani Seva, Vapu Seva is there, it's good, but not everybody gets it. Vani Seva, serving the mission of Guru, Guru Maharaj becomes very happy. Very, very happy. And Guru Maharaj accepts that service. Accepts. This is how the parampara works. But I will tell you one more thing. Anybody who takes responsibility and sincerely trying, working very hard, gives up his comfort, comes out of comfort zone, sacrificing, somehow Krishna will bring such persons right in front of Guru Maharaj. Somehow, who comes out of his comfort zone, who's trying, struggling, working hard, running a temple, running a center, preaching, bringing many people into Krishna consciousness, sacrificing his time, energy, money, everything for preaching and promoting Krishna consciousness. Somehow such people, somehow Krishna arranges so that they get a chance to talk to Guru Maharaj, be with him for some time. You see, our desire should be to please Guru, serve and please. Sometimes many people meet Guru Maharaj for a long time. They are with Guru Maharaj. But unfortunately, they may not have the desire to serve and please. So what's the use? I mean, what's the use means it is there some use. But Guru Maharaj is more happy with those who dedicate themselves and want to serve and please him. So we wrote that song, Our Glorious Gurudeva. Actually, many months later, almost a year later, suddenly we were talking and I was there. And Guru Maharaj brought up that topic and he said, oh, your temple devotees, all of you, you wrote that song, you made that song. It was such a nice song. He remembers, he remembered. So we should do things that are pleasing to Guru. He will remember. It's not so important to be in the physical. It's nice, it's wonderful to be in the physical presence. But the more important thing is than in physical presence is developing a mood of wanting to serve and please and sacrifice and dedicate yourself. गुरु महाराज का प्रसन्नता के लिए मैं जिंदा हूं. गुरु महाराज के लिए मैं जिंदा हूं. सांस ले रहा हूं गुरु महाराज के लिए, काम कर रहा हूं गुरु महाराज के लिए, गुरु महाराज का प्रसन्नता के लिए. पास में रहेंगे, ये भावना नहीं रहेगा तो क्या फायदा हुआ? Like that. Okay, good question. Okay, we'll take one more question and then maybe.
Hare Krishna. Archit Agarwal Prabhu, please go ahead. Ask your question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you Prabhuji for the opportunity. Thank you Prabhu for wonderful glorification of Guru Maharaj and touching upon various topics. So one of the topics we like to enhance upon the Prabhupada books. So what we have seen, Prabhuji, couple of incidences where the life memberships in which the devotees, the member get Prabhupada's book, especially Bhagavatam sets, those are being recovered from the garbage shops and the scrap shops. So we personally know a couple of them. My own uncle, he got it from Rajaji Nagar. He kept it for many years and then it given into scrap. And one of the other things we found, our neighbors recovered it from it. So these are a couple of incidents that we have seen. So what I was thinking is that if possible, we can start a movement wherein we search the Prabhupada books and Bhagavatam sets and Bhagavad Gitas from these stores and redistribute it among our devotees who will not have so much of economical support on their side, or maybe resell it in say half price so that it that doesn't go waste and it gets preserved. Hare Krishna.
Good point, Archit. Nice point. Yeah, we should try our best to recover books which are discarded disrespectfully. But there's an important point here. We have done a campaign for distributing books, we are still doing. I feel where we are missing out is we should do a campaign for making people read these books. Otherwise, they'll never understand the value. We should do a campaign. Nowadays, because of pressure to do book distribution, somebody will pay 200, take a book, keep it. But we should do a campaign for making people read these books now. Millions of Indians have these books. Whenever you go in a big city, do book distribution, what is the most common answer you get? You say, I already have it. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, Prabhu.
So now time has come for us to run a campaign. हमारे पास already है, हम ले लिया, हमारे पास है. यही तो बोलते हैं लोग बड़े बड़े शहरों में. तो बाद में छोड़ देते हैं, इधर उधर छोड़ देते हैं, फेंक देते हैं, क्योंकि ये किताब का असली मौल्य लोग नहीं जानते हैं. They don't know the value. So we should run a campaign to make people read the Gita 18-day Gita course, Gita Advanced Gita course. We should run campaigns that may take people and connect them with their books. That's what is missing. So parallelly, along with book distribution, we should run a full-fledged department which will make people read Bhagavatam, Bhakti Shastri, different courses, so that people are forced to pick up and read. Okay.
Thank you.
Then I agree with you. All right. Anybody else? Thank you very much. It's already almost 8:20, I'm sure. Oh, today many of you will not be cooking because it's Nirjala Ekadashi.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, one small request. When you said how to get connected to Guru Maharaj, so is one of the important thing is to get connected through his disciples who are very much trained up. So one question is, like, follow-up question, that is there any system, like, so who is authentic person to, of course, Temple Proceedings is the one, but is there any organization, is there organization structure is there where we can get officially connected? Just for the new, this question is just for the sake of the new devotees. Second question is, you told that devotees are able to write mail to Guru Maharaj to send a report or share their thoughts and hearts. So can someone share the Guru Maharaj's email ID in our group, so that all the devotees here, they can mail Guru Maharaj personally? Two things.
I think it's there. It's called jpscare at something, gmail.com. I don't know exactly. Somebody can ask Radhapriya, she will tell you. She was taking care of that department, and share it among everybody. It's called jpscare or something. Email ID at gmail.com. So you can send it, or there's also a number to which you can WhatsApp your questions. jpscare, something is there. Check out and share it. And yes, Guru Maharaj has also nominated some people as Grihastha counselors, Brahmachari counselors. Like that, he has nominated in different zones. They are called local area care coordinators, something. On behalf of Guru Maharaj, they provide care. So all this comes under devotee care department. So Guru Maharaj has nominated in different countries, different regions, people who will act on his behalf and with whom you can discuss. And when the matter is very serious, they take it up with Guru Maharaj. So caregivers, they're called caregivers. So Guru Maharaj has a whole setup of caregivers all over the world. जो गुरु महाराज के प्रति गुरु महाराज के प्रतिनिधि बन के भक्तों के लिए प्यार बांटते हैं, बात सुनते हैं, कुछ एक बड़ा भाई एक बड़ा बहन जैसे रहते हैं अपने अपने जिंदगी में गुरु महाराज के प्रतिनिधि बन के, ऐसे लोग हैं. There are some people like that. Guru Maharaj has nominated. I know Hari Leela is one of them. Achintya is one of them. Chaitanya Avtari is one of them. Revati Raman Prabhu is one of them. Like that.
Great, Prabhuji. Where we can get information about those caregivers in our local area? Maybe devotees are here.
Yeah, you can ask Radha Priya. She'll tell you local area caregivers for Karnataka, like that. You can find out.
Great, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to everybody, whoever is listening. Thank you. We'll meet again. And like I said, we'll have a specific Kannada program also. So concluding words, anybody wants to say? Subandhu, Apurva, anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I would like to share a few points.
Yes.
I like you were telling that like Guru Maharaj, in every moment he is thinking about that how he can serve Srila Prabhupada. You were telling that during that meeting that how he was ready to give up his own comforts. He removed that, whatever plates prasadam was there in front of him, and he attended to the meeting which was pending. So he was so much ready. And not just, and like Prabhuji asked Prasantatma Prabhu that how we can be in connection with Guru Maharaj. So that one thing I like, that when we hear from Guru and hear about Guru, then definitely we will be connected. And not just that, when we serve him also, and we take some responsibility, then definitely Krishna will be pleased and Guru Maharaj will be pleased. And you are telling that somehow Krishna will arrange that we get in contact with Guru Maharaj. So that I like very much. And you are telling that if we do things which please Guru and take responsibility, do some preaching, preaching to our colleagues, anyone, then, and we come out of comfort zone, not just sticking to our own sadhana, then definitely Guru will be pleased, our Guru Maharaj, and somehow Krishna will arrange that we feel that connection with Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Param Pujya Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.